you're feeling lost right now, it's not because you are behind. It's because you're alive. Welcome to I'm Likely to Forget. So today we are drinking guava nectar, beautiful. And to be honest with you, I was not gonna make a video today, but I said fuck it. I got a little energy. Let's make the video. And we have a very nice, important topic for you guys. I like the laptop feel. It makes me feel more professional. It makes me feel like I'm really about what I'm talking about. For me, sometimes I feel like when I'm on these cameras, like, you'll be talking, but you feel like you'll be giving advice because, I think naturally as we speak, we share things and we give advice and stuff naturally. But a lot of the times we be talking to ourselves. I feel like I be talking to myself. Like, most of the time you like, especially at this point in your life, it's like you're not at the point where you're like, okay, I got it together. So a lot of the times the advice that you're giving to others is advice that you're kind of giving to yourselves. So today we're going to talk about why is it okay to feel lost sometimes. Like, that is not something that a lot of us want to grapple with. It's not an emotion that a lot of us feel comfortable with feeling lost, feeling out of place, feeling like you don't fit, feeling like you don't know what the fuck you're doing, feeling like everybody around you is doing great and is just so, like, has it together, and you're just like, why do I keep hitting the same lesson over and over and over? This should be a lesson that I should have already learned from and passed, and I feel it. But this is something they like to say. Well, no one really has it figured out. No. There are people who have it figured out, buddy. Yes, they may hit snags. They may have bad days. They may have troubles. But there are people who have it figured out. They have it made. And it's better to be honest with the fact that you don't. I don't have it. Like, I don't have it figured out, but that's okay. I'm literally doing this video with one side eyelash done. I tried to just drink coffee and the milk was spoiled. So we're drinking juice. Proving my point, I shouldn't even be drinking coffee because it's about 5 p.m. So I'm going to drink coffee now and I'm not going to be able to sleep later. But my brain doesn't go that far in thinking. We usually deal with the repercussions after the fact. So that's bullshit. Nobody has it figured out. A lot of fucking people have it figured out. And it's better to figure out if you have it figured out or not as soon as possible so you can get it figured out. For real. Secondly, a lot of people, like, treat social media as they're just gonna put the good stuff out there. I hear that a lot as well. Yes, I would say that's mostly true. I also think it depends on who you're following, because I think I have not necessarily put all the best stuff out there. If I show you guys a few, I might be a little fun and put in the corner some of my most embarrassing Instagram stories, just to be fun. Ooh, that would be a nice video. Me cringing at my old. Yeah, we're doing that. But no, I haven't always posted good stuff. I have posted embarrassing things when I got too drunk and I thought that this was cool in the moment, but then you wake up the next day and you can barely look at it. A lot, but there is a large percent of people who, yes, they do put they just put all the good things on social media, and it's not realistic. So I would say, like, try your best to follow people or just be around people that aren't scared to embarrass themselves, that aren't scared of their truth, no matter how embarrassing it might be, no matter how, just lost or confused they may seem at times. But sometimes those are the people who are willing to show it all And those are sometimes the people that we can relate to most when we're going through shitty shit. Right now, I've been sleeping on the couch for 1 year, and we're moving soon, where I finally get my own room. It's a 2-bedroom, and my neck is in fucking pain. But yeah, just try to be around those type of people more. Obviously, don't be around them if they are toxic or, you know, hurting to you or whatever. Depending, like for me, there is a certain level of toxic that I can deal with, and there are some people who are capable of dealing with that. There's some people who can't, and you got, again, know thyself. And I think sometimes the honesty that comes with willing to admit that you are lost or confused is a sign of growth. It's a sign of maturity. It's a sign of awareness. You know, it's a sign of humility. You know, and those are important qualities to have as you grow up. Those are important qualities to have as an adult. Those are important qualities to have as a human being. You know, when we look at the things that are happening out in the world, it's because the people that are in, whether in office or in these places that are just dicks, it's like they lack humility. They lack awareness. They lack they lack, you know? And when you have these things and the more you're willing to admit things sooner, it shows how mature you actually are. It shows how much aware of your being that you are. And yes, sometimes you can be aware as hell and still make bad decisions. Trust me, buddy. You know, what I would say to that is give yourself patience, obviously, because knowing something in theory is not the same thing as applying it. You know, theory and actual application is not the same thing. A lot of things sound great, seem great, feel great in theory, but then when you try to actually apply it, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So obviously those are two different types of understanding. And it's important for us not to try to group them together, you know, and as if like one means the other. It doesn't. They are two separate things, and they should be treated as such. There are times in our life where change can feel like fucking shit. It can feel like shit, yo. It can feel like I used to have a hard time even wanting to change because I was fearful of making a mistake. When I decided to change, for the change to happen, that means I used to convince myself like, oh, once you decide to be this thing and you decide to change and get better, like if you make a mistake, that like you can't make mistakes. Like you can't, like that's it. I saw making a mistake after the change as a way of a setback. And that's not necessarily true either. I talk a lot to my therapist about the cycle of addiction, and a part of it is relapse. It's a part of the cycle. Setbacks are a part of the journey. It's not linear, you know, as people say. I feel like there's many moments where, you know, I also am scared of change, where I feel like it could change the things around me, change the people around me. Like, I'm going to have to cut people off. That's going to be hard. But I like to do what I like to do, and I like to hang out with them. But I know they have behaviors that I can't necessarily be around after I change. So it's just like, you drag your feet, you procrastinate. And honestly, the best thing, what a lot of people don't realize about being lost, is that it gives you a chance to go in any direction you want. Isn't that so cool? Like, think about it. I'm somewhere and I'm lost. I can go here, I can go here, I can go here, I can go here, I can go here. It's my playground. And if I walk so much this way, I can come back. I may not come back exactly the same way, but I can move wherever I want. But I have to first admit to being lost. And that gives us permission to try new things. It gives us a chance to be free and just whatever. Just be whatever, like just to be. There are many points in my life I was lost. Fuck, I'm lost right now. I'm lost right now. Biggest times where you really see when you're lost is when friends will be quick to show you whether you're lost or not. They'll show you if you're going to compromise on yourself. They'll show you if you're willing to do whatever just to be liked. And I did that a lot of times where I just cared about being cool. Like I cared about being a good time, being chill, being seen as funny, being seen as a just comical and this and this and that. It's just like, bitch, that shit gets tiring, because you have to come down to the point where, like, let's say people think I am this thing. Now what? Okay, yeah, I'm probably that, yeah. So what now? Okay. What's next? Because people think their opinion about you is like a way of God talking to you. They really think that God be speaking through them, and they put so much importance on their opinion. And if you choose to just neglect that, they get so much to the point, like, why even, if you don't care about me, right? And you truly, if I can't call you when I'm in danger, nigga, when my life is on the line, I'm outside somewhere and I'm on the fucking, nigga, train tracks or something, and I can't call you, then your opinion don't fucking matter to me, because my life don't matter to you. My life don't matter to you, so why would your opinion of my life matter to me? Again, as I said in the last video, small steps get us to answers. They get us closer to our house. You have to be willing to try something. You can't be so scared to move. You can't be so scared to the point where you don't know how to land. You know? You can't be so scared to the point where you don't know how to land. And I'm working on that. Like, I don't want to be so scared to the point where I don't know how to land. I want to be able to be capable and deal with things and be resilient. And I feel like I am to a certain extent. I feel like when it comes to hardships, I'm more willing to take hardships and like issues and being willing to be tough about that, instead of being tough about chasing my dreams. Instead of being tough about trying something and it may fail, but just fucking try it. Stop. Like, fear gets in the way when it comes to that stuff, but fear don't get in the way when it comes to, oh, you know that guy ain't shit, but you're gonna go outside, get drunk as hell just by yourself out alone. You don't care. Like, there's no fear there, but there's more consequences, there's more repercussions. I know I don't need a 5-step plan. You don't need a 5-step plan. You just need a next step. You need to like, I went on ChatGPT and gave them all my strength. As much as shit people talk about ChatGPT, I know. But listen, sometimes these things that we have out here are for people who, this is the most support I've ever gotten in my life. This is the most guidance I've ever gotten in my life. To be able to be talking in front of you guys right now, to have a name for something, to have a game plan. Before ChatGPT, I used to be very confused on even how to put things together. So I don't know. I that's all I can really say about it. But you don't have to have a 5-year plan, a next step. I went into ChatGPT, I typed in my strengths, my passions, my weaknesses, my this and this and that, my lifestyle goals, whatever. And they gave me what I would be probably better in. I said, give me every category of every type of occupation. And I started to piece things together and I got here. So that can probably be a start for you. If you're feeling lost, you're alive, you're learning, you're on your own path. And I encourage you guys to continue on. Put down in the comments, talk to me, tell me shit. And I hope we can continue from here. Second video down. See you later.